So yesterday, moments before Donald Trump canceled the tariffs that he said he was never going to back away from, he tweeted things like this: "This is a great time to buy. This is a great time to buy." And he also said, "Be cool. Everything is going to work out. Well, the USA will be bigger and better than ever." Well, it turns out what he might have done was extremely illegal, and Fox News, of all people, are calling him out. All right, here is Fox News' watered-down version of what took place. But let me just tell you that this is a big deal, that Fox is at least trying to tell partially some of the truth. And then after this, I have Adam Schiff, who has released a statement saying what he's going to do around Trump's criminality.
Well, I mean, because of the mixed messaging, how can you doubt them? I mean, let's be clear what happened. Who capitulated here and why? And I don't want to say this because I'm a patriot. I'm an American. But it is the White House who capitulated based on everything I hear and all my sources. And the reason why is because of the bond market and what happened last night. Bessent knows this better than anybody. When you have yields on the 10-year rising to 5%, stuff starts shutting down when you have the lending markets screwed up. By the way, who was dumping the bonds? Somebody asked them if it was China, right? Mm-hmm. It wasn't. It was Japan. While he was negotiating with Japan, according to my sources, who are running major money management firms that are involved in the bond market without giving up names, Japan was dumping bonds because they believed this was not a great place to do business. That forced their hands. Now, what you can say, I think, legitimately here, is Trump decided to take the win. And here's why. There was overwhelmingly, deal potential here among the entire world, except for maybe China, right? Everybody really wanted something. So he did take the win, but make no mistake about it. Peter Navarro was talking as of yesterday about not taking the win, and now they did. And it's all because of the bond market. I want to point out.
Yeah, so Donald Trump capitulated because he was getting pressure from Japan. And he also they didn't touch on this aspect of this story, but this is a great time to buy. Someone said, just to be clear, this post earlier is now a crime. Christie said, "It doesn't feel insane to me that Trump's tariff accession is just a way to pump and dump the stock exchange for his buddies. Right? Sell at current price, tank it, and bad news buy at the bottom. Announce a resolution with whatever country, let it climb up. Rinse and repeat." She said that a month ago, and that is exactly what is being asked now. Trump's encouragement of the stock market, investors draw scrutiny. And a member of Congress, Representative Mike Levin of California, said, "How is this not market manipulation?" If you're a Trump supporter and you did what he said and you bought, then you did great. On the other hand, if you're a retiree or senior or somebody in the middle class over the last few days that didn't have the tolerance for risk and you decided to sell, you got screwed exactly. And guess who else is joining in on this? Marjorie Taylor Greene. This is unusual yesterday, Marjorie. Taylor Greene said that people panicking over tariffs are losers and failures. Today, she disclosed over a dozen stock purchases, purchasing hundreds of thousands of numerous stocks she bought when the market was deeply red, unusual, or illegal, criminal. And here is Donald Trump, basically just saying the quiet thing out loud.
He made $2.5 billion today, and he made $900 million. That's not bad, because he's in financials. I've always been.
Market manipulation. He made $2.5 million today, and he made $900 million. That's not bad. It's actually bad. That is called crime. You are criminating a crime. You are manipulating the market so that your buddies can do well. And let me just show you, this is not something that's just being made up. Because look at this, NASDAQ call volume spiked minutes before the 90-day tariff pause was announced. Not a good look at all. So you see, this here, those are calls for the NASDAQ people, many people buying, who were tipped off that the tariffs were going to stop being in effect. So they bought when it was very low because they knew it was going to get higher. And here's what AOC said to that any member of Congress who purchased stocks in the last 48 hours should be or should probably disclose. That now I've been hearing some interesting chatter on the floor. Disclosure deadline is May 15th. We're about to learn a few things. It's time to ban insider trading in Congress. Yeah, the Republicans were so upset, as they should be, about this with Nancy Pelosi being able to just trade stocks. She's made hundreds of millions of dollars, probably because of her inside information around what is going to happen around certain companies and regulations, and she's benefited from that immensely, and the Republicans rightly. So, attacked her for that. I think we need to ban all stock trading. If you're a member of Congress, you don't get to trade stocks. Sorry? You shouldn't be able to make money off of market manipulation. Senator Adam Schiff says, I'm demanding answers from the White House and Office of Government Ethics about whether anyone in the Trump family or administration profited off of this tariff chaos through insider trading. And that basically is what the letter says. This is important, not going to happen, because the Trump administration is not going to make itself accountable to anything or anyone. We are going to have to wait until the election in November of 2028 to make sure that we do everything we can to eventually get these criminals prosecuted for what they're doing. I'm so upset about this. Tens of thousands of people probably sold their retirement, their 401ks, at a lower price because they were so scared about what was happening. And the richest among us, who are Donald Trump's friends, are making money off of that. Look at this. This is a bunch of rich people capitalizing on the pain of average Americans, pain that Donald Trump is inflicting. And I'm disgusted by it. It makes me want to do everything I can to ensure that we win and that all of these criminals face consequences. And we have to be a nation of laws. I'm sorry. Merrick Garland, you up. And we have to be an actual nation that prosecutes anyone, whether you're the president or you were the president or you are a CEO. We have to prosecute people if they commit crimes to the fullest extent in the law. And I'm just going to, here's this meme. I'm going to put 25% tariffs on you. Why Mexico? Why no idea? What are you going to do about it? Mexico. Nothing. And then another MAGA, win tariffs suspended. And then Mexico's like, okay, that's exactly what it's like. And mega donors are saying the quiet part out loud here is this guy saying, I was a mega donor for the Democrats. I couldn't get a phone call returned from the White House to save my life. The Trump administration is totally different. There's not a single person there you can't get on the phone and talk to. That's not a good thing. That actually makes me feel pretty good about Democrats. I don't want mega donors to have access to staffers or politicians. You should have to go through the same chain of communication as an everyday person. And I think it's good on the Democrats, and it actually says a lot about Trump, that these mega donors, these billionaires, have access to him and his people. And as Andy Kaczynski said, this speaks so well of Democrats and so poorly to the mindset of some of the donors. And I'm going to end with this. Try to watch this and not gouge your eyes out. Losing money cost you nothing.
Losing money costs you nothing. This is just the reality of life. Were you young and dumb? How much money did you lose? Everyone loses money. It costs you nothing. In fact, it builds quite a bit of character. In fact, you learn a lot of lessons, actually, by losing money. It's bloody Black Monday. Holy moly. The Kamala crash is here. Kamala needs to get in front of a camera today. People are losing their homes today. People are losing their fortunes today. People are losing their futures today. People are losing their 401ks today. This is shaping up to be one of the worst market days in American history.
Yeah, so when Trump crashes the market intentionally, people lose money. It's okay, You'll make it back. You'll make it back when the economy dips a little bit, or when the stock market dips a little bit. When a Democrat is in office, it's the comma crash, and she needs to get on camera immediately, even though she was his vice president at the time. So, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit like on the video. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing, and I will see you next time.